frustrating with the amount of chances you missed, but all-round dominant performance. How do you sum it up yourself?
Yes, exactly that. I think we had to leave the stadium today with much more than what we have in right now. Everything is completely open till next Thursday. We have some positives to take from the game because we dominated the game and we had patches of really good moments where we created some big chances. We weren't ruthless enough in the opponent's box, and the disappointing thing obviously is the way we concede the game as well, the goal, sorry.
Over scoring, he comes here and misses a few chances that you would normally expect him to take. Is that just the life of a striker, or what do you put that down to?
Well, these things happened. He was at the end of the biggest chances that we had tonight. He was a real threat. That's what we're playing today. Again, against this opponent with the line that they propose all the time. And he was unlucky, of course, not to score for 2 or 3 tonight, because in normal circumstances that would have been the case.
And every week we ask you about Bakaya Sak, and I'm sure it's getting boring answering how good he is, but it seems like he's just growing and becoming more important with every passing game now. And again, he's the guy who stepped up when everyone else was struggling to find a net.
I think he's in a great moment. He's full of confidence. He's been really important in recent results. His form is the highest probably that it's been since I've been here, and he's been really consistent. He needs to keep going and doing what he's doing, because at the moment he's a big part of the team.
Thanks, Bakaya.
To one then, I'm afraid I'll continue to ask you about Bakaya. How much of a challenge for you is it balancing the fact that he is, becoming a really important, crucial player, with the reality that he's a teenager, that you don't want to put too much pressure on him? How do you strike a balance between those two factors?
I think we have to protect him and keep the expectations where they should be, but I'm not going to put a break in his development or how much he can do week in, week out. I think we have to support him, give him the best possible advice all the time, and then manage his minutes so he can maintain his level.
Is that last bit about managing his minutes a real challenge when you know that your team is always better with Bakaya on the pitch?
It is at the moment, because he's been a real threat. He's involved in a lot of goals all the time, and the consistency of the performance makes him a starter, obviously. So it's a fine balance, but at the same time he's 19 years old, and we have to protect him.